Hey guys, I'm Blessed Data here with a little new segment I got going on. I'm reviewing episode 1, season 1 of Arrow. Really enjoyed this episode, and by the looks of it, I'm going to be reviewing every single episode that comes out because I really actually enjoyed it. So before we go any further with this, I'm just going to say that this review does contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen that episode yet, I recommend you go watch it on the internet somewhere. It's all over, just Google search it, and come back here and listen to the review. So, what do I like about it? Well, it kind of actually has a Smallville feel to it, if you ever watch Smallville. And even like when the scenes change, it reminds me of Smallville so much. Like, it would go from like, Oliver Queen in his mansion, whatever, to a Daily Bugle type scene. And it was Smallville. It was screaming Smallville to me. But it's not Smallville. I just gotta say that right now. It differs from Smallville in very many ways. The fighting's very different. I like the fighting better in Arrow, if you ask me. And, the story goes different. It's different, but different in a good way, I think. So it started off with Oliver Queen, and he's stranded on an island. He has got a big beard, so you assume he's there for a while. And, he signals a flare with his arrow, makes like this big explosion, fire, boom, and it signals a ship, and he's off. Goes back to the city, and he's saved, I guess. But he's been on that island for 5 years. So I found it kind of strange that they didn't really show a lot of footage on the island, because that's what I was really waiting for. I wanted to see him survive on that island, shoot some deer or something, birds, climb up a tree and get some coconuts, anything. But they really didn't show it. So I was kind of upset about that. I really wanted to see the island. But it kind of made up for itself, because if you guys are big comic fans like me, there's a kind of a bit of an Easter egg in it that is for comic fans. So when he's on the island with his big beard trying to survive, it cuts to a scene, and it's about 5 seconds long, really. I'll throw up a picture right now. But there's a stick in the ground, like a big log in the ground, and on it there's a mask with an arrow right through the mask, and it's none other than Deathstroke's mask. If you don't know who Deathstroke is, he's a DC villain. He's an assassin. Really, he can compare to Deadpool. He's basically the same, but Deathstroke is serious and just crazy. Like, he's like legit the best assassin. So anyway, I was really surprised to see that, and it was just something cool that if you read comics, it's just something there that, yeah, thanks. Like, it's like throwing a cookie out for you. But I found that really cool, but they never mentioned Deathstroke throughout the whole thing past that. They didn't even say Deathstroke. It was just his mask. But I would like to see more Deathstroke. And mentioning Deathstroke, I heard that they're actually going to be Deadshot in this show. So when Deadshot comes on, that's going to be pretty interesting too. But that is just a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that'd be really cool if Deadshot was in it too. But the scenery in the background on the island was really nice. I'm pretty sure it was CGI. Could have been real, but I really doubt it, but I actually really liked how it looked. So I'm really disappointed that they didn't show a lot there. But the boat accident, he was on a boat and then he got stranded, and throughout the episode it has flashbacks back to the island, but not on the island. It's him on the boat. He was on the boat with his girlfriend, dad, and just random people, like crew members and stuff. And his name's Oliver Queen, and he's a billionaire, like playboy kind of guy, almost like Tony Stark almost. And then the boat has like an explosion, turbulence, it flips over and it sinks. Him, his dad, and a crew member is the only ones that survive that. His girlfriend's dead and everything. And then later on, when he goes back to the city, his girlfriend's sister was like all angry at Oliver Queen because, he didn't protect his sister, blah, blah, blah. But she had a lot of screen time, so I'm predicting that she's probably going to be a main character later on. I'm not sure what role she's going to play, but I'm sure of it because she had just way too much screen time. But, so back to the boat thing, I'm pretty sure the boat, when it flipped and everything, it wasn't an accident. That's my theory. I'm pretty sure like there was a hit on them or something, because they're on a little raft. They got off on a little raft, and it's him, his dad, and another like passenger guy. His dad is saying, Oliver, we gotta survive, blah blah blah. But he's not saying it with himself. He's just saying you have to survive. You have to go back and make the city better. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Then this is what freaked me out. He pulls out a gun, shoots the other guy right in the face. The other passenger, he's dead, and he shoots himself right in the face, like square on. Yeah, so the dad commits suicide while killing another guy. And he just says, you gotta survive, Oliver. You're the only one. I didn't build this city up by myself. It's all lies, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So he told him a secret after that, but it's never revealed what that secret is. The whole episode, they're trying to figure out what this secret is, and it's really bugging me. But, so he gets back, and he gets kidnapped by these people in red dragon masks. There was a hit on him, and they tie him up, and they ask him, what did your dad tell you? What's the secret? So there's some kind of secret here. We don't know. Could be really anything, but he beats them up, of course, these guys. And they have red dragon masks, which I found it kind of weird, because if you read Detective Comics Batman, the latest issue, Penguin put a hit on Bruce Wayne, and then the people that put the hit were called, like, the Ghost Dragons or something along that lines, and they had, like, almost a very similar mask to that. So I don't know if they took that, or I don't even know. Maybe it was just, like, I don't know. But anyway, so the people kidnap him, he beats him up and everything, and then but he doesn't say he did it. He says a guy in a green hood did it. And then, of course, he becomes Arrow. They don't call him Green Arrow, which I find very weird. They don't just say Green Arrow. I think that would be more appealing than just Arrow. But again, they did that with Smallville too. They never called Clark Superman. They always called him the Blue Blur. So they're kind of following the same line of that almost. So that's kind of weird. But the fight scenes are really great. They're better than Smallville, like I said. In one scene, he actually has a chair, and he's beating them up with the chair, and he, like, punches through the chair. Really, really cool. I really like the fight scenes. Even, he does a lot of parkour in the episodes, too, which is really nice. And they have a lot of cool camera angles throughout the whole thing. Almost like he's wearing a GoPro camera. The ones that, like, strap on your head. And it's got some cool scenes. I really like that. Now, so what was the dad's secret? I have no clue. But this is a little clue to his dad's secret. So after that, Oliver goes into a warehouse that his dad formerly owned, and he starts breaking the floor, the walls and stuff, and he finds, well, he doesn't find, he knew it was there, he finds all the equipment, his arrows, everything. He starts making arrow stuff. So his dad had it all planned out. Like, he knew he was going to become Arrow in a way, which I find kind of weird. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but I'm sure they thought of something cool that will relate to it. But right now, I just can't, like, if you guys can think of a reason why his dad has all this stuff, has it all planned out, leave it in the comments below and discuss among yourself, and I'll see if whoever has the best answer. I want to hear this. But that's kind of weird. And he even has a hit list. He has like a little book of all these names of criminals. And in the episode, obviously he goes after one, but I'll leave that out. It's not important. But he goes after one, and like he doesn't kill them. But it's weird. Like his dad knew. Like it's like he knew he was gonna become Arrow, which is kind of weird. But another cool scene that I just want to bring up is he was training, right? He has like 6 or 7 tennis balls. He throws them up in the air and shoots each one while they're bouncing. I thought that was so cool, and I really think the actor does a really good job. The emotions on his face really, really are very good. I think they're really, like, they're like a stern look. I think it's really good. Another theory that I have is that when he was on that island, I'm pretty sure there was other people with him there that he had to fight. Because one scene, he's having like a nightmare, sleep, and he's on the floor. His mom comes, taps him on the shoulder, like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he like flips his mom and like tackles her down and puts his hand right to her throat, like he knew automatically how to take down someone. So I'm assuming like he had to survive on the island, and I'm like, how would he know how to do that? I'm pretty sure there's other people that he was fighting there. That's how he knows how to fight, right? That's what I'm predicting. Like, I'm sure like he has to survive from animals too, but he wouldn't know how to take down a person that quickly and that precise without there being people there that he was fighting. So that's my little prediction there. But, and of course the Deathstroke mask was there, but I'm not sure who did that. So anyway, let's move on here. What else do I gotta say? I think he kind of became Green Arrow too fast, I would say. He like right when he came back from the island, and he was on the island for 5 years, like he just automatically became Green Arrow. Like I said, like his dad almost knew he had to do it. But I don't know, like I kind of wish that they kind of slowed that down a little, and maybe he was Green Arrow just for like that endish part of the episode, but I kind of like what they did because it gave you action throughout the whole episode, and I'm pretty sure that's what the viewers want. So I think they made a right choice, but I don't know. Another thing is I found really funny in the show is that they actually mention the show Lost. They actually reference it, and I found that really funny because it's almost like the same situation. Oliver was shipwrecked on an island. It's not a plane, but it's like the same situation. I thought that was a little cool, little mention they put in there. That I thought that was really cool, and I think that whoever the producers of the show kind of had influence on the actor and everything from the New 52 Green Arrow, because the New 52 Green Arrow, he's like a younger kid. He's not old like the previous comics. He's like an older man. He's not like really old. But I think they really took that into account and made him like younger. And I think that was a good move. I don't think that was a mistake or anything. I think it would be better if he was younger because it just puts it better into perspective. But at the end of the episode, the big reveal was that his mother actually put the hit on him from the Red Dragon mask people. And so that was a big surprise, and then a guy comes up to her and says, "It failed. We didn't get the information out of him." And then the mother says, "Don't worry, there's other ways to find out how he knows." So again, the dad had to tell him something for him to know that there was stuff hidden in one of his warehouses. He had to tell him something because he has a hit list, and obviously his dad made it, or his dad told him who to put on it. And then the mother put a hit on him because she knows that he knows something. So what would be so important that even the mom's after him? I'm not sure. But that's my review for this episode, guys. I really enjoyed it. I really recommend it, actually. Being a longtime comic book fan, longtime sci-fi movie fan, I actually thought this was really enjoyable. I really recommend it. So go out there and watch it. And it's on Wednesdays at 8. So tune in and watch it because and I heard it actually got really good ratings too. So I'm very happy about that because I want this show to continue. So thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.